It's Jovish. So we're going to just share something that happened. As some of you guys probably know, I lost my husband on February 13th, 2015. It's going to be 10 years here next month. And Lyric was 14 months old when he passed away. And when we moved into this new house here in Dallas, here this year, Lyric was in my room, and I was doing something. I guess I was in my word or something, and Lyric asked if she could ask Yahweh, God, if she could talk to her father. And so I was like, I guess. I was like, it was just a strange question for her to ask me. So I was like, yeah, I guess. And so about 15, 20 minutes passed, and I look over and she's asleep, but it's like 6 o'clock in the evening. And I was like, well, Lyric, get up. And she's like, and she sat up all of asleep, and she's like, I told you I wanted to go ask Yahweh if I could see my dad. And I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't know she was like in a vision sleep, like having a vision, but her eyes were closed, but she wasn't sleep, but she was in the spirit. Okay, so I'll let her tell like what happened.
Okay, so it's like kind of a long story, not really. Okay, so I went up to heaven, like I was like at the gates and stuff, and like I went through, and there's like my dad standing there at the entrance. It's like there's like, it's kind of like an airport where it's like when you walk in, there's like the security check, this and that, and like he was like behind there. So then I walked over to him, and he was talking.
You tell him what he was in. Tell him how he was.
Oh, he was like in a bubble. Like he wasn't like I couldn't touch him. I couldn't get to him, but he was there. But I just couldn't touch him at all. Like he was in this bubble around him, and then like he was talking about how God told him about me, like how I've been making music for myself and stuff like that, stuff that he would do, and how much I'm like him nowadays. And then after that, like we got to like catch up with each other.
Wait. You have to ask. I asked when she was telling me the story about what happened. I asked how did he know that she was making beats? And this is what she said to me. She said that, you know how when the principal of the school comes walking down the hall and pops into each classroom to look at the class and look at the teacher and talk to the teacher, and then walks back out really quick. She said that's what Jesus does. He pops in, gives them updates, and then pops back out. This is what she's telling me. Like this, I was like, you can't be making this up. This is something else. But go ahead.
And then we took like a walk down a bridge, and there was and then there was my grandpa on like the side on a bench, and he was watching like a stream. I call it it's called the River of Blessings. And there's these tiny fish jumping in and out of the water, and each of them had like a little, well, it's not a phrase, but a word that like was like bring happiness, like joy, peace, love, whatever, and like jumping out of the water. And then
Papa was in a bubble too, right?
Papa was in a bubble too. And I said hi to him, and he was like, "Hi, Papa, sweetie." That's what he used to do. And then I walked with Dad to this big wall. Like, for example, this is how it looked like if you went to an amusement park and there's like a map. It was like that, but there was like little names. There were names all over this board, and you would take one and open it, and it was much littler on the outside than on the inside. It was huge on the inside, and it's called the prayer wall or something. And you would open it up, and there would be this long thing inside, like a long cavity inside, where all the prayers would be placed in. All that prayers from that specific person of the name that you pulled out. And then after that, and I pulled mine out, and all the prayers since I was little or like the prayers that my mom prayed for me were in there, and they were all like for example, if like Santa would have like letters from the children like
A
piled
scroll?
up, like no, not a squirrel, it's like letters, like envelopes.
Oh,
And they're like stacked piled high. Oh, they're all neat, so like Yahweh could read them, and like they're awesome. And then I closed it back up, and then we walked down, and we saw like the palace, and like it was beautiful. It was like golden, and it had like all these things everywhere. Everyone was like fulfilling their blessings and miracles, and it was so beautiful. And then I walked back down, and then with Daddy, and we ended up in the place that we started in. And then I said I had to go, but then I said bye, and then I left him, and then I woke back up in the vision. That's how it went.
I just thought that we should share this with you. Yeah, because normally her visions and the things that she experiences are not as pleasant. She has had visions of hell, and over the past 2 years, we don't really know how we're gonna bring that to the channel yet because it's pretty intense. We went through a lot of warfare last year and a little bit the year before that. So we just thought we'd share her vision that she had when she asked if she could ask God if she could talk to her dad, because she hadn't done that. So, bye.